Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. It's currently sitting at a 56 overall Metacritic, and by that definition, that means most people don't like the game, but that doesn't mean everybody hates it. So welcome back to a series that I call Good Reviews for Bad Games, and today we're taking a look at why the lovers love Modern Warfare 3. And Lord knows there are very few, because look at that 1.9 player score. Just roll the tape. First positive review for Modern Warfare 3 comes from Matthew, and he gives it an 8 out of 10. He says, "This is the most engaging Modern Warfare multiplayer experience I have ever had." You clearly aren't old enough to have played the originals. People review bombed the game because they couldn't afford to pay for a new one, but that doesn't take away. First of all, whoa. Before you even finish this, whoa. This man's gist of his argument is the reason most people don't like it is because they can't afford it. No, some of us just choose to be more responsible with our wallet, because when you're more responsible, these companies are less inclined to do dumb shit like charge $70 for a map pack, because that single player was cobbled together, the zombies was cobbled together with things from Warzone, but it's not new content. This is a $70 map pack, so calling everybody broke boys is not gonna help the situation. I'd go as far as to call you ignorant. You're just fucking wrong. You're objectively wrong on that one. You're allowed to have fun with it though. Only reason I'm not giving this a 10 is because of the price. This is wait, what? So first you said we can't afford it, but then you're bitching that you could barely afford it. What, Matthew? This is why it's important to read reviews and not just look at scores. This is hands down the best multiplayer shooter ever made, which, you know, you're entitled to your opinion, but once again, you're objectively wrong. It's Titanfall 2, my boy. Some people will agree with that, but come on, real ones know. Titanfall 2, hella underrated. But yeah, Matthew, whatever, dude. BF gave Modern Warfare 3 a 10 out of 10. He says, "This is the best Call of Duty until now. Has the best multiplayer gameplay." It's literally just Modern Warfare 1 and 2, but from what I hear, the sliding mechanics are a little bit better, but it's pretty much Modern Warfare 2. Which we already know because it was supposed to be, this was originally supposed to be a Modern Warfare 2 expansion DLC pack. Has the best maps. They're just maps from Modern Warfare 2, so. Improved graphics, no, it's running on the same engine as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 and 2. And a bunch of quality of life features. I think BF, this is probably his first Call of Duty he's played in like 10 years or something like that, or maybe he might have just like woke up from like a coma, because I completely disagree with this. A 10 out of 10 in the year 2023. All these amazing games? Yeah, you're bugging. Neo gave NW3 a 10 out of 10, and he says, "It's an excellent game. I was hoping Activision did not rush the development. It just needs more updates and added content." What do you mean that you hoped Activision didn't rush it? Like implying that he's happy they didn't rush it? Because I don't know if you know, bruh, this is one of the most rushed Call of Duties. This is why it's been getting such shitty reviews. The game was literally cobbled together in reportedly 16 months. For those of you unaware, Call of Duty is on a 3-year development cycle. Treyarch does one, then Infinity Ward, then Sledgehammer. So each studio gets 3 years to work on a game. This was originally supposed to be DLC. Then I guess some Activision suits came in and said, make it a full game. So then they scrambled. There's also been reports that half the developers at Sledgehammer knew that it was supposed to be a full game, and the other half thought it was supposed to be DLC. So there wasn't even full communication on this 16-year. Bro, I think some of these reviews is fake, bro. What the fuck? You're just wrong. You're objectively wrong. Quaystri gave it a 10 out of 10, and here's another example of why it's important to read the reviews and not just look at the score. He said, "I haven't played a Call of Duty campaign before, so this is the first one for me. I really enjoy it, and I feel like this game is engaging and comprehensive." So he gave it a 10 out of 10 because it's his first Call of Duty ever, which, you know, it's all subjective, right? It's all opinion. So like he's allowed to enjoy it the way he does. But I feel like if he would have played the older ones, like this man didn't even experience stuff like No Russian or The Numbers, Mason. And you saying that, like, it's one of those things that's like, is it the greatest because it's actually the greatest, or is it the greatest because you've never played anything else? You know what I'm saying? He's basically like a hood booger of gaming. This man's never left the block, so he thinks everything's amazing. Motherfucker that's raised on bologna and ham sandwiches, of course you're gonna think, I don't know, fucking Chipotle's great. Like, you ain't got one in your neighborhood, bro. What the fuck? EP Lily gives the game a 10 out of 10, and they say this is what Modern Warfare 2 should have been. I understand people are critical after what we got with Modern Warfare 2, but Modern Warfare 3 is actually worth every single penny. Finally, a higher skill gap and some speed to the game. So he's basically just talking about the multiplayer. He's totally just disregarding the single player and the zombies, all the other content. Somehow he only likes one of the 3 modes, but somehow that warrants a 10 out of 10. My issue with this is he said that this is what Modern Warfare 2 should have been. Exactly. For some reason, they launched Modern Warfare 3 with Modern Warfare 2's maps and called it Modern Warfare 3. Make it make sense. I don't know. Reason I'm Broke gave Modern Warfare 3 an 8 out of 10, and they say, celebrating its 20th anniversary, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 upholds the series' rich legacy. While the story, you have to be like 14. Call of Duty's rich legacy is based on the campaign. That's the reason Call of Duty blew up. The World War II campaigns and Call of Duty 1, 2, and 3 were like no others. It had nothing to do with the multiplayer. Yeah, it was originally a PC game. So first of all, you're objectively wrong. It does not uphold the rich legacy because the campaign in this game is fucking ass. Second, while the campaign faced some constant constraints, the multiplayer modes shine with refreshed maps and thrilling game's smooth and fast-paced style. Now, I'll give them the fast-paced style and the smooth because I've heard that like people are enjoying that aspect of it, but refreshed and thrilling maps, they're old maps that just got a new coat of paint. It's not refreshed. What are you talking about? Despite simulators to its predecessors, the shift to a live service model adds ongoing excitement with regular maps. This is not a live service game. This was DLC for Modern Warfare 2. And it looks like a live service game because you have to boot up the old Call of Duty to play Modern Warfare 3. That's just because they were too lazy, because remember, this game was developed in 16 months. They were too lazy to put together a launcher that was specifically for Modern Warfare 3, so they just packaged it all together. But this is not a live service game. There will be a new Call of Duty next year, or matter of fact, it's rumored to be Black Ops Gulf War or whatever. This is not a live service game, bro. There will be another Call of Duty next year, trust me. Oh my God. Oh my God. Pray for the COD community. I Love Cheese gave Modern Warfare 3 an 8 out of 10, and he said, aside from the Rush campaign, Modern Warfare 3 improves upon every single aspect of its predecessor. You just contradicted yourself. Movement is snappier, the gunplay is smoother, and the DMZ style zombies is a fantastic addition. I respect that. You're allowed to enjoy that stuff. Anybody complaining about it being glorified DLC should think back to the old COD days where the player base would be split due to map packs. If you wanted to play with your friends on all new maps, you had to spend $45. This was only maps, no new guns, modes, and operators, etc. I'm confused to why he's comparing a full game to old DLC. Basically, the gist of his argument is like, and I don't even agree with this, but basically what he's saying is, you remember back in the day, Call of Duty Activision, they used to really f us in the ass real hard. With Modern Warfare 3, they just slid it in real smooth. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. You're still getting like, what are you talking about, bruh? And I don't even agree with that shit. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Ryan Retro Gamer 7 gave it a 9 out of 10, and he says, the fact that developers thought this was DLC and Sony classifies this as DLC, and the fact that it launched asking you to insert the Modern Warfare 2 disc, it shows how this is $70 DLC for Modern Warfare 2. What I'm confused is, in the statement, it sounds like he's not cool with that, but then he gave it a 9 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie, y'all gotta be one of the most confusing. I said the top 3 like worst gaming communities. It's gotta be Madden 2K, Call of Duty. We gotta throw FIFA in there too. That's like top 4. I don't know what the 5th would be, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about in these reviews, man. You just yapping too. Brick gave Modern Warfare 3 a 10 out of 10, and they say it's a masterpiece. The campaign is by Michael Bay. Wow, enjoyable. I truly love the multiplayer and zombies. 100 out of 10. I would play it again. Basically, this game's got him bricked up. He's living up to his name, so hey, more power to you, my boy. Paulo gave Modern Warfare 3 a 10 out of 10, and international, we got to throw that in the Google Translate here, Portuguese. He says, everyone knows the campaign of this game is not the focus. The media's criticisms are ridiculous and partial. I will never understand why people defend these corporations. Like, do they pay y'all? Do they pay y'all? Like, no, not everyone knew that the campaign was not the focus, because the developers said themselves that this was originally supposed to be DLC, and then they were told it's a full game, so they had to make a campaign. They had to focus on that, right? So for you to say, oh, it's not the focus, we don't know what the fucking focus was, because this game was cobbled together. Now you're allowed to enjoy the multiplayer. You're allowed to enjoy it, but stop making excuses for the bad aspects of the game, because some people do play Call of Duty for the single player. I think one of the most beautiful things about the single player was, and I think this is some of the magic that the latest Call of Duties have lost. The beauty of the single player was not only were they some of the best blockbuster tales, but the levels that end up in the multiplayer, they show up in the single player campaign first. So then when you go to multiplayer, it gives context like, oh, I remember this in the story. That stuff has been lost in the later games. And like, to me, that stuff matters into a lot of people. I'm sorry, but like when I think of Call of Duty, I don't just think of multiplayer. I think of the numbers, Mason. The numbers, Mason. And there you have it. That's what some of the lovers of Modern Warfare 3 have to say about the game. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Have you played the game? What do you think? Let me know all in the comment section below. And since you made it this far, clearly that means you enjoy the content, so why not check out some more? Check out one of the cards to the side of me. The top one will take you to a video explaining why some people are hating Naruto Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections, and the card below that will take you to a video explaining why some people are hating Spider-Man 2. It's very few, but some do, and most of the reasons are stupid. So click one of the cards to get a laugh in.